Nigerians' current HIV treatment coverage surpassing 90%, the federal government of Nigeria through the Federal Ministry of Health says it's positioned to achieve the goal of ending the HIV/AIDS epidemic by 2030. The Minister for State, Health and Social Welfare, Tunji Alosa, at the commemoration of World AIDS Day in Abuja, highlighted the significance of developing policies to enhance the effectiveness of prevention efforts. Rita Igwe has more on the story.
World AIDS Day is an annual event observed on December 1st, dedicated to raising awareness about HIV/AIDS, honoring those who have lost their lives to the disease, and showing support for those living with HIV. In Abuja, the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare hosted an event in the global fight against AIDS as it commemorated World AIDS Day with the theme, "Let Communities Lead." Speaking at the event, the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Tunji Alosa, stressed the need to reinvigorate HIV/AIDS prevention activities and treatment to stay on track to end the epidemic by 2030. Acknowledging the pivotal role of communities, the Minister emphasized the contribution to the HIV/AIDS response.
Community being at the epicenter of this struggle possesses insight and the understanding of the specific challenges faced by people living with HIV and AIDS. This theme emphasizes the pivotal impact communities have had in shaping HIV response. Undoubtedly, this is evident in the laudable progress made in the last 2 decades towards ending HIV/AIDS epidemic by the year 2030. The time to stop the spread of HIV by redoubling our effort is now, and consolidate our efforts to end HIV/AIDS by the year 2030, in line with global strategy for HIV. Through our collective actions and responsibilities, we can eliminate HIV from our great country, Nigeria.
On his keynote address, the Chairman House Committee on AIDS, Tuberculosis and Malaria, Amobi Godwin, revealed the federal government's support for domestic funding on AIDS initiatives.
I'm not unmindful that over 90% of funding for HIV/AIDS activities through programs in our country come from foreign partners. I therefore call on the federal government of Nigeria to look inwards in supporting domestic funding, because it is high time we decide our fate and not to over-depend on foreign aid, which does not do us any good.
Also speaking, the World Health Organization representative, Laxmikan Javan, called upon the Nigerian government and its partners to empower communities by creating an enabling environment and addressing various obstacles such as punitive laws, stigma, discrimination, gender inequality, and others.
We call on the government of Nigeria to meaningfully engage, empower, and support the communities to lead the HIV response by providing the enabling regulatory environment that would address cross-cutting issues, that is punitive laws and policies, stigma and discrimination, gender inequality, and violence that hinder the role of communities.
The minister also launched the national policy documents focusing on viral hepatitis treatments and care, information, education, and communication materials for PMTCT, aimed at strengthening the framework for action to reduce the spread of HIV/AIDS, STIs, and viral hepatitis.